Hey, what's up, guys? I had a few people ask me about the light in my last video, and that's actually something that I came up with, and I thought I'd just kind of walk you through this. And I'm using Cut 2D here, which is all new TrueCut tables come with the software, and I've used several different CAD packages, and it's definitely one of the easiest and quickest to pick up on, especially for 2D CAD. And we're just going to just generally follow the shape of the previous one that I drew. I'm just kind of recreating this to show you guys how easy this software is. And I don't get anything for this software. I'm not, promoting it. I'm just saying if you already have a CNC plasma table, it's definitely worth looking into. If you don't and you're thinking about buying a table, definitely think about TrueCut because it comes built into it. So anyway, we have our first arc drawn, and the way I'm going to show you how to duplicate this is you can copy and paste it, but that's a little bit extra work, and sometimes depending on the shape that you're copying and pasting, it doesn't keep it symmetrical and doesn't scale it properly. So what we're going to do is use the offset command, and if you come over here to the left and click the offset command right here, it brings up a dialog box, and it's pretty cool that you can specify in or out, and then we can put in the amount that we want to offset it by. So as we said, we want to keep it to 1 inch on this frame, and so we're going to specify 1 inch here, and boom, there's our offset line. So now I'm going to group these together by holding the shift key down and clicking both of them, and then right click and then scroll down and say group, and then I'm going to create a duplicate. We could use the offset command again, but I'm just going to duplicate it using copy and paste because I know that works. So I'm going to move this up now, and now you see we have our two parallel tracks. So if you see that it's bigger on one end than the other, in my original one down there, the way I did that was just pick one of them and rotate it up. Now it's open on one end and closed up more on the other. But we're maintaining that 1 inch framing on the top and bottom. So now to create the vertical framing that's also 1 inch, I'm just going to make a rectangle here. And again, we're going to specify 1 inch wide for that rectangle. So just going to place the rectangle. I'm going to make sure it's exactly 90 degrees because that's going to mount to the wall. And it's, we're going to create more versions of this to create those openings or windows. I'm just scaling this one over. So I'm just going to move this out of the way. I started this a little bit too close to it. So we're just going to drag it down so we have a little more working room and don't interfere with the one we've already got. So again, we're just going to drag this in place, and on this one I'm going to rotate it to make it perpendicular as close as I can to the shape so that it kind of maintains the the squareness and so forth. So now to start to make this look like something, we're going to use the trim command, and before you can use the trim command, we're going to drag across all of it, right click and say ungroup, because you have to have it ungrouped to be able to use the trim command. And we're just going to start trimming away on what we don't want here. So just a couple of showing you a little bit about a couple of the commands in Cut 2D, and I'm going to zip you through the rest of it to see this whole thing come together. All right, so some of you may remember that in the kitchen area of the shop, I did these pulley lights where I just bought some off-the-shelf pulleys, made a few brackets so that you could, so there's kind of cool industrial look. And on these that I'm showing in this video, I was going to use some 6-inch pipe to go between the two plates to kind of recreate that pulley look, but decided that the pipe was going to be too heavy cantilevered off of the wall that far. I just didn't trust it, especially being above a bed. So anyway, guys, if you're interested in making these lights or any other things that you've seen me make in video, I've created a new website so you can download these files. And yes, I am charging for it, but it's called downloadcnc.com. There'll be a link in the description. And if you go down to the furniture and plans area, you'll see the one for the bed. You'll see the one for the lights here. I'm trying to, smaller things like the lights and metal art, keep it between like $5 to $8, and then larger things like the bed between, say 10 and 20. So if you do download the CAD files for this, they're going to come in SVG and DXF formats. And anything I used in the construction of the whatever it is plan that you're buying, I will include links like to Amazon for bulbs and the actual lighting cords and so forth that were used in the video, so that make it really easy for you to click a link and go purchase it to be able to duplicate what I've done here if that's what you're interested in. So all right guys, go check out the new website and let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you on the next video.